Imagine going to sleep on one night and waking up 10 days later without living a single one of them. No sickness, no time travel, just erased from history. This actually happened. Governments approved it. People protested. And today, almost nobody talks about it. This is the day time itself was rewritten. Pause. Let's begin. Time feels natural. Seconds, minutes, hours. We trust them like gravity. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Time is not natural. Time is a human agreement. And throughout history, powerful people have changed time whenever it suited them. Today we're uncovering a real historical event where days vanished, why calendars were changed, who decided what year we live in, and why this still affects you today. No conspiracy nonsense, just uncomfortable history. Before clocks, before calendars, time was the sun, the moon, the seasons. Different civilizations lived in different times. Romans used one calendar, Egyptians another. Vikings didn't even count years properly. China had its own cycles. There was no global today, which sounds romantic until you try to run an empire. In 46 BCE, Julius Caesar said, "Enough chaos." He introduced the Julian calendar. 65 days, leap year every 4 years. For its time, brilliant. But here's the problem. It was 11 minutes too long every year. Sounds small? History says otherwise. Those extra 11 minutes added up. After 1600 years, seasons were drifting. Spring arrived earlier. Religious holidays no longer match nature. Easter, the most important Christian date, was slowly breaking. And the church noticed. Pope Gregory III approved a fix, a dangerous one. The solution? Delete days. In October 1582, October 4 was followed by October 15th. 10 days vanished. People went to sleep on the 4th and woke up on the 15th. No explanation, no compensation, just gone. Imagine. You're owed rent. Your birthday disappears. You lose 10 days of wages. Your age suddenly changes. People protested in the streets shouting, "Give us back our days." Some historians debate exact wording, but yes, riots happened. And that's when something strange happened. Not everyone accepted the new time. For hundreds of years, countries lived in different timelines. Italy, new calendar. Spain, new calendar. England refused. Russia refused. America, British colonies, refused. Meaning, the same day had different dates depending on where you lived. History books? A nightmare. Britain finally gave up. In 1752, September 2, September 14, 11 days erased. Yes, Britain deleted even more days than Rome. And yes, people lost their minds again. This directly affected George Washington's birthday, legal records, birth certificates, death dates. History literally shifted. America didn't choose this. As British colonies, they were forced into it, which means early American history has adjusted dates. Some events happened earlier or later than recorded. Some confusion still exists today. Subtle? Yes. Important? Absolutely. Here's the uncomfortable question. If humans can delete days, redesign calendars, rename years, redefine today, then is time real or is it managed? Think about it. Why is it 2026? Why not year 6000? Who decided year 0? Spoiler, year 0 doesn't even exist. The entire world's timeline is based on Jesus Christ's birth. But historians now agree. Jesus was likely born 4 to 6 years earlier, meaning we're technically living in the wrong year. Time isn't broken. It's approximate. So if you're ever late to work, just tell your boss, "Sorry, history is inaccurate." Results may vary. Even today, time zones change. Daylight saving steals hours. Governments adjust clocks. Leap seconds are added. Time still isn't stable. It's negotiated. If time can be changed, if days can be deleted, if history can be adjusted, then what else was quietly rewritten? And more importantly, What are we not supposed to question? The Gregorian reform wasn't a single global event. It happened unevenly, quietly, and sometimes secretly. Let's look at what history books usually skip. Sweden's time disaster. Sweden tried to slowly fix their calendar. Bad idea. They missed leap years, miscounted corrections, ended up one day ahead of everyone. For years, Sweden lived in a unique timeline, neither Julian nor Gregorian. They finally fixed it by adding February 30th, 1712. Yes, a date that technically should not exist. Some nations outright rejected the Gregorian calendar for political reasons. Russia didn't adopt it until 1918. Greece waited until 1923, which means the Russian Revolution's dates are misleading. Historical events appear out of order. Some birthdays shifted permanently. One revolution, two timelines. Here's the uncomfortable truth historians admit quietly. Many ancient dates are estimates, especially births of kings, wars, religious events, ancient treaties. Some events might be weeks off, months off, even years off. We treat timelines as exact, but history often shrugs and says, close enough. Time controls, taxes, religion, work, memory. Whoever controls time controls. Holidays, deadlines, age, history itself. That's why rulers cared so much about calendars. Time isn't neutral. It's authority. Religions depend on precise dates, sacred cycles, festivals aligned with seasons. When time shifted, holy days moved, traditions broke, faiths disagreed. Some churches refused the new calendar for centuries. To them, changing time, we changing divine order. Now let's bring this closer to you. Imagine your ancestor was born on a deleted day. Their birthday officially never existed. Legal records were adjusted later. Some people technically never had a real birthday, aged overnight, lost legal time. It sounds small, until inheritance, marriage, or law is involved. People didn't vote on time changes. They weren't consulted. Time was announced, and that sets a pattern we still follow today. Let's talk about something familiar. Daylight saving time. Every year, 1 hour disappears. 1 hour reappears. Why? Originally, save candles, increase productivity, support war economies. Today, even scientists admit it barely helps. It disrupts sleep. It causes accidents. Yet we still do it, because once time is controlled, it's hard to give it back. In the 20th century, scientists discovered something terrifying. Time isn't perfectly consistent. Earth's rotation slows down, speeds up, wobbles. So humans invented atomic time based on vibrating atoms. This created leap seconds, time corrections, conflicts between physics and clocks. Even now, some systems ignore leap seconds entirely. Your phone may be living in a slightly different time than a satellite. Einstein proved something unsettling. Time changes depending on speed, gravity, altitude, which means astronauts age slower. Satellites experience time differently. GPS must correct for time distortion. Science confirms time isn't absolute. History already knew this. Science just caught up. Calendars are stories. Years are labels. Dates are agreements. They help us organize reality, but they aren't reality itself. Which raises a dangerous question. If time is flexible, then history can be edited. If days were deleted, if years were renamed, if calendars were redesigned, what else was quietly shifted? Ages of civilizations? Length of empires? Chronology of wars? Not conspiracy. Just human convenience. Because time changes feel technical, boring, settled, but they're not. They shape identity, memory, civilization. Questioning time feels uncomfortable because it questions everything built on it. So next time someone says, history doesn't lie, just remember, history once skipped 10 days. and hoped nobody noticed. Time is adjustable, political, cultural. Then maybe the past isn't fixed, and maybe the future isn't either. And here's where things get even stranger, because some places on Earth don't just adjust time, they distort it. Clocks behave differently, people experience missing hours, and science struggles to explain why. In our next video, we'll uncover something even stranger. Places on Earth where time behaves differently. Locations scientists can't fully explain. Some clocks slow down, some speed up, and some stop working entirely. If time can be rewritten once, who's to say it can't be rewritten again? Subscribe, because history never ends, it just changes dates.